Welcome back to another PvP video. In today's video, I'll be trying to showcase Ambipom due to somebody requesting it. And this was supposed to be a commentary video also, but I had a video playing while I was battling, so there was not basically too much commentary and there was like too much going on if I did so. So I'll be doing voiceover commentary on this battle and the next battle. I was deciding here whether to switch to Lenders or Magmortar due to Typhlosion either being Choice Scarf or Choice Specs. Typhlosion did 48 of our HP, meaning if we switch to Lenders here, Lenders will probably be below half. Now he switched out the Typhlosion going into Delphox, not knowing I have Earth Power, but now knows I'm Choice Scarf. Now, I switched to Landorus here, hoping that he switches to Corviknight so I can U-turn back into Magmortar to get off a Mega Launcher Flame Burst. Since they stayed in, I try to go for Stone Edge, hoping to KO the Delphox. They switch out the Delphox and go into Trevenant. I switch into the Alolan Ninetales here, hoping to get a Blizzard off, but realized I only have one turn of snow left. He switches back into Typhlosion, and of course I miss my Blizzard. I decided to sack my Liner since I know that nobody can tank a 4 HP eruption. Magmortar being faster than Typhlosion tells us that this Typhlosion is Choice Specs and not Choice Scarf. Typhlosion switches out again, going to King Gambit with no air balloon, taking a hit from Earth Power, getting it below half. Now, I know this King Gambit has Sucker Punch, and I was afraid I was going to use it against Magmortar, so I don't know if I should stay in or switch out. Now, I decided to switch into Ambipom, and this Ambipom is Loaded Dice Technician. I didn't know what other set I should use, as this was my best option, and it has no setup move besides Rook Up, and I barely click Rook Up when testing it. He switches into Lucario, taking a full hit from Arm Thrust. Now, I can't really do anything against a Corviknight with Ambipom, so I switched to Ninetales to set up an Aurora Veil. Now this Corviknight is running Revenge, which doubles its powers when it gets hit, and this is the first time I ever see someone who uses it. Now we're both at 110 speed and he wins the speed tie, but he goes for Eruption, not knowing that it doesn't do that much damage due to his low HP. Now I could have switched into Magmori here to do a lot of damage, but I decided to switch into Lopunny like an idiot. And he has bulk up, making this very harder for me to now take it out with Mega Lopunny. This Corviknight is not running Rocky Helmet or Leftovers, so I don't know what item it has, and I decided to go for a close combat to do at least some bit of chip damage. I switched to Iron Valiant since Iron Valiant is a mixed attacker with max special attack EVs, and I decided to go with Thunderbolt, and it gets it below half. I switched into Magmortar to finish the job. Now, Flame Burst didn't kill Delphox here, but Delphox Side Shock didn't kill Magmortar either, giving us a free turn to finish off Delphox. Now, King Gibbon is his last Pokemon, and I didn't want to switch out since I did not know if he was going to predict my prediction of him using Sucker Punch. Now, I should have switched to Ninetales here to get the Aurora up, but I decided to switch to Ambipom, not knowing that if Sucker Punch can kill, like an idiot. I sub the Aurora and he decides to go for Iron Head, KOing my Ninetales with a critical hit. And now I only have Mega Lopunny left, and I could potentially sell here if Sucker Punch does a lot of damage. He decided not to go for Sucker Punch, and I used Close Combat to not finish the game off. We are now on our second battle, and we're going against a rain team. I led with Lenders here to U-turn on Pelipper to switch into Ninetales to get rid of the rain, and now activate the snow. I decided to go for Roria here, knowing that they're going to switch out into somebody else. But I was not risking if they're going to switch into Archilodon. I decided to go for Freeze Dry here, knowing that if they stay in, they'll take a 4-time super effective hit. If they switch to Pelipper, it'll be the same thing. They switch back into Pelipper and taking the 4-time super effective hit, getting KO'd. Now they no longer have a range setter, so the Overqwil and Swampert no longer gets a speed boost when Ninetales comes back in. Now, Archilodon is trouble since the rain is still up, so they can get a 1-turn Electroshock on anybody. Now, I decided to switch to Magmortar instead of Landorus since Landorus Earthquake versus build up his stamina will start doing nothing due to Landorus being a physical attacker. I switch into Lopunny here, hoping that when it Mega Evolves, it can one-hit KO Archilodon with +1 defense. Now, Archilodon does go down, but there are still 2 rain threats on the team still. Now, switches to Landorus to get Intimidate off, lowering Swampert's attack by 1. I decided to go for Defog here, and since I'm Twitch Cuff, I do need to switch out. And Waterfall does not kill me, and I'm hoping to switch into Ninetales if that Swampert will use Stealth Rock again. My prediction was true, and they decided to go for a Stealth Rock, and now they no longer have the rain, and they are no longer faster. I am running use close combat, getting from below half and activating its eject button, making it forced to switch out. I decided to go for Arm Thrust instead, predicting that they're gonna switch out and go to Ferrothorn. They indeed switched out the Swampert to go into Ferrothorn, leading Ferrothorn to get hit by Arm Thrust 3 times, then got KO'd. Tornadus used Hurricane to finish off my Ambipom, and now I only have 3 Pokemon left. Lenders used Stone Nets, and I only got it to red HP before dying to Tornadus' Hurricane. Now, I only have 2 Pokemon left, and none of them can outspeed Tornadus if it's max speed. So I'm hoping that Low Pony Fake Out can kill the Tornadus here. Low Pony's Fake Out was able to kill the Tornadus, and now only Mega Swampert was left, and Low Pony guaranteed to outspeed Swampert due to no rain on the field. I decided to use Return to finish off the Swampert, and that's now GG's, and that was a very close match. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.